everyone, this is Caitlin from Caitlin's Family Farmstead. I thought I'd just do a quick update of my orchard and how it's doing right at the moment. I'm out here at the peach tree because every time I come out here there's a couple more peaches laying on the ground, and I decided I'm going to pick them all. I might have to lay them out on the counter for a day or two so they ripen a bit more, but they smell really great. They're smelling like peaches, and I'm super excited because it's the first time I've ever had peaches off this tree. It's a couple of years old now, and I'm super excited to know that I can actually get peaches off this tree. So I'm going to go around, show you a few of the successes that I've had in this orchard, things that I'm really excited about for the coming years. So here is the peach tree. There's my basket I'm going to stick all my peaches in. There's some nice bundles of them. I'm on the wrong side now to see them. I got a couple down here, and there's a few up here yet too. I believe I counted 22 of them, and that's not including the few that have fallen off the tree in the last couple days and that I have sitting on my counter inside, finishing up their ripening. So I'm super excited about this. This is awesome. Makes me want to get another tree and plant it, because although this is amazing, I got a nice amount of peaches. This will never be enough peaches for our family to can. That would be a nice couple meals. I could even, if I feel like they're about to turn on me before we get them eaten fresh, you can always slice them up and freeze them, but not enough to can. So maybe another peach tree is needed in this orchard. They're beautiful though, like really nice. Not huge, but this is the first year, so I wasn't expecting them to be massive, but they smell great. So what smells better than a fresh peach? Okay, I'll go over and show you a couple more places here. Here we are at the two grapevines that I have. This is the red, and the reds are coming. We got bundles of them, several of them. They're looking really nice. They're getting very close. I'm seeing lots of bees on them. Wow. Holy smokes, I don't want to get myself stung here. I wonder why. It's interesting, because they're not over on the other Concords that I have. But they're doing really good, so I'm impressed with this. Thing I need to learn how to do now this winter is researching how to properly prune my grapes, because I believe I might have better success on larger grapes. I have lots of grape clusters now. I just need to learn how to make the grapes larger, and I'm thinking it's because I didn't prune. So this is the Concord grape that I have here, and it is really full of awesome clusters. So exciting. Plenty of grapes, all kinds of them. So again, they're not massive, they're not terrible, but I think it's also, I need to figure out my pruning methods, and then I'll improve the quality that these are. Starting to spit a bit, but I'll try to quick wrap this up. I think with the grapes, I have been watching another YouTuber, and she talked about putting them straight into, like, obviously cleaning, de-stemming, putting them into a jar, about a cup of grapes, and then putting a light to medium syrup over them, and then you can them, and then when you're ready in a couple weeks, you just strain out the grapes and you have grape juice. So I might try that, and we'll see how that goes for this year. And we'll go over to a couple of the other trees that are successful. Although this isn't a huge bounty, I will still call it a success. This is a young tree. This is the first year it's bearing fruit. So success, right? It's several different varieties. I know there's Granny Smith, and I would have to look back. There's several. Macintosh. I believe there is a big, giant harvest of 5 apples. But they're looking nice. They're looking really good. They're coming along. Now this is my prize and joy. This poor tree is so full. I've had to stake it several times. I did have one limb crack off. It was so full of these Asian pears. I really probably, in truth, should have thinned them because this tree is only a couple years old. But I wanted to see what it would do. Now, I did mention this in my garden video, I believe, how we were getting, it's so hot. Like, it feels like 40 Celsius today. It's so hot. It's August the 25th, I believe. That some of these are, when they're growing so fast, let's show you, this one is doing it, if it focuses in, it splits. They're splitting. That one did it too. So when I see that, I watch this thing every day. When I see that, I will actually just go and pick that one off. Just pick it off. Oh, and I got his brother too. That's okay. Just so that it's less on the tree, and then hopefully it's not putting so much weight on it, and that's okay if I took 2. They're like, I would say 80% ready to go. They're starting to get a little bit softer every week, a little bit more juice to them. So this was crazy. This is wild. Like, and this tree has several different variety of Asian pears. So this one's a totally different one that it's never had before than some of these other ones. So I can't wait to taste that one. So that's a good success too. Like, we got plenty. They're not massive again, but I think that's because there's so many and the tree's pretty young. So this is my other success this year. This is my oldest tree that I planted. There is a large tree behind me and a large tree on the other side of this wall of evergreens that were here, and that one over there on the other side of the wall, that one is very old. Like, it's hollowed out even inside. It gives me plenty of apples every year though to make applesauce, and it's a great applesauce tree, as well as this older one. But this is the very first apple tree or fruit tree I planted here 9 years ago, and as you can see, it is just packed full, and it's a gala. I'm super excited. This is awesome. This is like what we need, right? Like, tree just full of beautiful fruit. Now this is on me for my winter studying project, is to learn how, because now I know that this tree can do this, is to learn how to stop fruit damage from bugs. I know I've heard of, and I want something organic or as least chemical as possible. I've heard of neem oil, not sure too much about it. I haven't looked into it enough to see what kind of properties all about it. But I need to now, for next year, make sure I have something in place so when we have this amount of fruit that we can not have so much pest damage, because that's not very nice. And these are beautiful apples, like this apple, like this one here. Like, that's a nice size apple. It's hard to show you, but it's really a good size. Anything that I would buy in the store comparable. So now we just need to figure out the pest problem. So we had other successes around the orchard. My cherry tree, the Stella, gave me a handful of cherries. I ate them right off the tree a little while ago already. This is my comfrey plant. It's doing awesome. I'm picking stuff all the time so I can make salves, and actually my ankle was kind of bugging me this week. The one that I broke this past winter, I kind of did a little too much work and it was agitated, so I put it in my shoe when I'm working outside, and honestly it's like pain reliever. It's awesome. This stuff is amazing. So I pick it and I'm making salves, and I'll talk about that a little bit later in another video. But I do have a very small beginning, just started, hope to get bigger, Etsy store. So that hopefully will make its way there as well. I have it as dried, so you can go to my Etsy shop and buy it in the dried form, so you can make your own. I do not have the salves on there yet. This was not a success, just a blank patch. That was my chamomile patch that totally died. So there is always, with every success, there's a failure, right? Some other success was my rose bushes are looking fantastic this year. I had lots of roses. I was able to pick petals, and I'm drawing lots of petals for other projects that I have coming up. And I have to pick them in a way so that I still get my hips. And I got lots of them, and they're looking fantastic. Whoop. Maybe I'm bugging a bee. He's busy in there. How awesome. So thanks for coming with me, and you can see a little bit of my harvest that I'm going to be having very soon.